welcome back to another live. It's yours truly, 1ABR News TV. And I'm back again. We're still dissecting. As I go along, may I get some more snippets of what, Anju only stated in that 4 hour and odd long budget presentation. And previous live, I believe I told you guys that I was waiting on Ralston Hyman to give his take on it. He listened the whole entire presentation as we expected him to. And I was listening I got about 5 minutes in listening Portland Spice TV earlier. I didn't get to listen the entire because I'm kind of busy. But the 5 minutes of argument that I heard from Ralston Hyman, him basically said out of the entire presentation from Anju Holness, he gave him a 5. And whatever Ralston Hyman said, it we are work with, it we the well-thinking Jamaicans are working with. Because some very important things were demanded for touch pan in a 4 hours. I put it at 4 hours because say 20 odd minutes out of that was commercial and all of that. So we are give and take there, and we are say, all right, 4 hours long. We know they go try come and tap, the 3 hours where the opposition leader did. And him come as usual with the whole heap of gimmicks. We know saying they go come with, a whole heap of tracing match. And we see the labor rights them are run at about Anju Holness and them paid activists. I say Anju Holness won the budget presentation. So it's all about competition for them and not listening to the substance of what is needed to grow the economy. Not looking at the substance of what it will take to benefit the entire Jamaica. Them see it as a competition. Them see it as a thing for say Anju. What did Anju Holness win? I must say the 29 million where him been a collect him win there, so because the people of our country lost totally and drastically, especially these labor rights where don't see anything wrong with what this man, has been doing and continues to come and lie in our faces and not addressing the real issues at hand. Him roll out I don't even know if I should call it a budget presentation. Me no know. Because me still in that wait pan persons for make me know if him talk about, how they will assist the farmers, especially the western end of the island drastically damaged. We know so a bread basket, St. Elizabeth. Me not hear what were the plans for the whole agriculture sector and all of that. Me never get no clippings of that up until this day. And remember, he spoke from Thursday. But before we delve any deeper, I want to say big up to all the ABR members. You too can become a member. All you have to do is click the join button on the platform and become a member. Only a small fee. You get member shout out and a whole lot of perks and benefits in becoming a member. Big respect also to all of the moderators. And I see the first commenter here is our Mercado. Big up yourself. Big up and thanks to each and every one for coming on the live. I even seen a senator from the opposition side of the aisle, Tomlinson, calling out Anju over the lack of budget timeline. And this senator here highlighted basically, said the man roll out about, let me pull up the document I have right here. So from 2018, Anju talk about major upgrading for the National Stadium at the Trelawney Multipurpose Facility. This information was put out on March 14, 2018 on the JIS website. Right? Him say major refurbishing and expansion works valued at over 40 million US dollars are to get underway no later than that very same year. Him basically come again and roll out the same plan here in a 2020, you know. No, not Nigerian. I'm a full born Jamaican, 100% Jamaican. So him roll out that whole upgrading and refurbishing for the Trelawney facility. Roll it out 2018, him come back, come roll it out 2020. And could you believe him come back and roll it out again in this budget presentation? HB Love, member, big up yourself. Immigration, much respect, my brother. Right? And it says here, ground will be broken this year for 2 science technology. No, let me pause on that. It says here, ground to be broken this year for the whole multi-purpose stadium at Trelawney. So how much time the man are going to roll out? Florence, how much time am I going to roll out the same thing? The same plans them over and over and over. You know, so I even came across him talking about the STEM school again. I want to know how much time am I going to roll out the STEM schools? Him never say him did get some 4.odd billion US, I believe, from the Chinese to build 3 STEM schools, and him saying they're gonna match it. So in all, they would have built 6 STEM schools. We don't hear nothing about that. And I believe those plan rollout was from 2019 with the STEM schools. And the man keep coming back each year with the same argument. The man is not doing anything. So when me hear people say him win the budget presentation, win? What kind of win, Antonio? What kind of win him win? Me not understand. Too much empty promises. And me still see the mass allow this man here for fool and trick them. The man roll out the STEM school, how much budget, and come back and talk about STEM school. Him roll out upgrade to the National Stadium in Trelawney from 2018. Him not do it. And we hear him come back again in this. So till Senator Tomlinson I call him out on it. The lack of timelines, him keep moving the goalposts. This is what we have been saying from day one. And people want to come say him win budget presentation. People them serious? I've been taking a look at this estimates of expenditure. And I want to go read it because remember, you know, we the true comrades them first in study, you know. See there? I want to go read that. And I've been scanning through it. And a whole heap of way him roll out as it relates to infrastructure. Him claim to say major projects highlighted, some of them to be led by NARA. All know him not done sort out the whole NARA thing yet, you know. Right? But yet still, him a roll out major projects for NARA. But then, those that he rolled out, most of what he rolled out, is not in this estimates of expenditure book. I want to go scan through it for yourself. Right? Most of these, you know, and I'm glad that the Jamaica Gleaner highlighted these, and I'm about to read out some of these things that are not in the estimates of expenditure for the year 2020. And it says, Lucy Bypass, Lucy Harbour Development, new investments for Montego Bay to revitalize the tourism capital. Major infrastructure works to be undertaken in Falmouth to clean and modernize the town. North-South Highway Extension Project, Port of Kingston building the region's premier logistics hub, government campus, National Heroes Circle. So all of them are where them say NARA go undertake. These are not in the estimates of expenditure. Not in it. But then we even seen them appraise him for, cutting the NHT interest rate for teachers and members of security forces. That is just a minor percentage of people where him a cut, and it is being cut by about 1% thereabout. So what is so great about that? What is so great about that? But then we know that Favour Williams, who they say is the finance minister, she will come and close off Tuesday coming, right? She will come and close off the whole budget presentation on Tuesday. We even see him, see when him roll out, or heard when he rolled out a rebuild oversight body. So it's another, I'm say it in our last live, they keep coming out with these acronyms and they keep coming out with, abbreviations which sound good. That's all it does, sound good. And one whole heap of oversight body or oversight committee, and when you check a stock, some of them are not meeting to have any monthly meeting or whenever they're supposed to meet, sometime all years after. When them roll them out and them keep a few meetings here and there, them lock off after a while. But listen to this acronym, ROB. What ROB spell? Where ROB is, my bright sparks them on the live. And I want to know if you like up the live. Like up the live, please, and thanks. Where ROB spell. And I rap that. So them after we the people, them don't trust him. When it come on to with taxpaying dollars, whole heap of unaccounted funds over all of the sectors, right? And we hear him talk about economic success. And them are the father for this and them are the father for that. And we see him roll out be oversight body. short term for robbery. Tell the truth, Florence. The man literally go sit down and create. Me I wonder who advise him. Cause the people, him run a low trust government. Well-thinking Jamaicans do not trust him because they cannot be trusted. And the man roll out a ROB, rebuild oversight body. And we know say that word they spell rob. So them basically are showing our face, say, yeah man. We are do the things them and then we are gonna create some acronyms or we are create some Antonio, me not doubt you, Antonio say Marlon Morgan advise him. That is what the man roll out. We cannot make this up. We cannot make this up. I am so tired of him regurgitating the same plans them when brought forward in the earlier stages of his first term. He's still coming back and bringing them back even after so many years. He's approaching 11 years in office and him still a bring back the things them. Them no want build no schools, them want to keep the people them dunce. Them are the administration where say selfish better than education. This is the administration for that. What has he really rolled out instead of coming with the whole heap of gimmicks? When you hear the argument from and one would say, why are we going into Barbados politics. But we have to go because our neighbor. They are within the whole CARICOM. When you hear the speech from a Mia Motley, and I want to play it. I put it up on my channel yesterday. I put a short clip in yesterday on the channel. I want to know if you hear the difference between someone who cares for the people of their country, someone who's a true leader. I want to know if you listen to the passion and the drive in wanting everybody to feel that the government is working for them. I want you to listen to the words of Amir Motley. And then I want to listen a little small clipping of Anju only talking about the stadium where him basically spoke about from 2018 and all. Now it could have fulfilled that. But listen to this.
Even when there's peril and even when there's challenge, we will stay focused on being able to deliver because we have come to Parliament to stop poor people from being poor. And poverty is not only about economic poverty, it is also as a result of the social things, the abuse, the physical challenges. All of those things help to constitute poverty. And yes, member for St. Michael South Central, through you, Mr. Speaker, intergenerational poverty, dealing with it and getting rid of it is the mission of this government. And that is why the Barbados Republic Child Wealth Fund will be for me the proudest moment as Prime Minister of this country, because we are not only securing today for the people of today as we must, but we have found enough elbow room in there to carry along the people who are not yet capable of taking care of themselves. And when they become capable of taking care of themselves, we have given them a little berry that can give them the first step in life as an adult. Even when there's peril and even when there's challenge, we will stay focused on being able to deliver because we have come to Parliament to stop poor people from being poor. And poverty is not only about economic poverty, it is also as a result of the social things, the abuse, the physical challenges. All of those things help to constitute poverty. And yes, member for St. Michael South Central, through you, Mr. Speaker, intergenerational poverty.
Physical challenges. Not only economic challenges, but physical challenges that the people are facing. When has he ever come to our Parliament and speak with such passion and create policies around helping the mass of our country? When has he ever done that? I cannot recall. What did he say about the war that is taking place? What were his plans to help the people to cushion these high prices that are coming towards the people? When you hear him talk about the war, I didn't come across any form of clip of him speaking about this war that is taking place that will cause a whole heap of effects on many countries, including Jamaica. Me not hear him come talk about that. But I heard the opposition leader challenging him to come with his plan as it relates to that. But instead, him come with an act we say anti-bad mind. We want substance over lies. We want substance over gimmickry. Substance we want. You promise the people them one thing, you fall back on your word and you do another thing. And this has been always happening. But then it's just a handful of green goblins that are supporting this antics and this behavior. They don't demand, they don't really hold him to account for anything. They don't demand, they don't want anything. And then it's so sad to see that Others who presently want or needed that change will have to suffer with them. The future to come will have to suffer for the decisions that are made today. When you ever hear the saying say, Anna as a leaf drop in a water bottom, it rotten? That saying is true. I have been saying it and I will continue to say it. Somebody paved the way for us. We were young at one point too. So today is our future. Somebody made the right decision back then so that you and I who are middle-aged adults now are benefiting. I want to challenge those who support and buys everything that he puts out. What plans or policies has he put in place over the last 10 years that will benefit the mass today and for decades to come? We can name a whole heap of those from the People's National Party. We can name a whole heap of those. Those are the policies that he keeps using, but then he gives no credit to the People's National Party. Instead of the man bring the FinSac report, but then me see a few persons that say them good and a report to begin with. But instead of him bring the FinSac report, him come talking about Michael Manley. And like him that want to say Michael Manley was against the US. Only for Michael Manley come right back round to the Michael Manley was never against the US. I'm glad we have social media warriors like the Renegade, the man in the wilderness. And whole heap of the other veterans them will live through those decades or live through those years. Because we're still young, we are middle-aged adults. So we would have to hear those arguments from those who are willing to speak the truth. Or we would have to go and do our research and read up the things them for ourselves. But my hats will always go off and maximum respect will always be shown to a Wayne Lonesome. Because them man they don't only just come talk, them man they have the things them for back up. What am I say? Him come out, Anju, him come out and him still continue to take the stance as they took as it relates to the Cubans. Right? Them claim to say the Cubans them did I go through all sort of stuff and them trying to create something that is not there. Exploitation and all of that. But then the Cubans them go up on national TV and say that is far from the truth. No exploitation now go on with them. The 5 decade worth of contract and partnership where them did have with Jamaica, it would have benefit them a whole great deal. Them come out, come say that on national TV. So I don't know where them get the exploitation from and talking about the people them movement restricted. 2 passports them have. 2 passports them have, they were free to move about anywhere. So what wanna for go and ask him and challenge him, make we know that who will fill this gap. Because we still see him come with him hypocrite self at all, but them still a hope that they will come to some agreement with the Cubans. And that the man come out and I say, no. That is what the man come out and I say. We can't make it up. So I want to hear from the Jamaican people what them really demand. We can't just continue to sit down and having them come in our faces in the parliament and beat down decks and a lie to way. Left, right, and center, them just a tell lies so. Him say economic issues. After him come and say him achieve economic success, you know. Him say economic issues why him couldn't give the people them where earn minimum wage the 2,500. After he promised in fiscal year 2026 that he would have moved it from 16,000 to 18,500. And the labor rights them not see nothing with that. Them just hug it up. 1,000 Jamaican dollars on the minimum wage. That will take effect July 1st. No argument about agriculture, really and truly. I must say the argument where the agriculture minister come give say them want work with the farmers them for increase production, for introduce tomato juice into the schools. But let us see if the pitney them are going to drink that. I doubt it. The pitney them not drink no tomato juice. The pitney them not doing that. And then we see the farmers them a ball out. Me see a man farm up how much tomato and them are out for rotten. Them friends and Cumbolo have how much license and permit for import the cheap onions them. So the onion farmer them a ball out as well. So a full time now this man here come in our parliament come lay out some serious argument and serious business and connect with the people of the country. And stop coming to us with lies. Me still a try understand or try to figure out where me can go buy a water in a Jamaica for 40 Jamaican dollars or $20. Somebody comment on the video yesterday and say, Anju only mother sell water them for $40. And me did have to bust out a laugh. Election truly have consequences. I'm a Jamaican, dear. Election truly have consequences. We well-thinking Jamaicans are patiently waiting for him to come and tell us where the $20 and $40 water them there. But those water not for sale. The water when him come and say from NWC for $20 is not for sale to the public. The manager says they have been bottling those water for 15 years to give out at functions. I doubt those bottled water up in the office of the Prime Minister. I doubt them water they up in them office. One bottle of the Evian water at $300 up at one of them La Shushan supermarket there. So they know that there is no water selling whether upon the roadside or in any Chinese wholesale or in any supermarket for no $40 and $20. But them steady beating down decks in our face. None of them never come together and say, boy, a category 5 hit and damage the western side of the island. Let us take a pay cut. Them not say that. Them only in it for the hype. But a time for we demand substance over hype. Bless up, Daniel. Bless up, Norman. Daniel says, grace and peace. Pick up yourself, my brother. Every time. We can't expect any better from these bounty hunters and criminals. The entire dressers, not cabinet. My God. A break front, I call them. An entire break front costing 700 million per year. I heard another social media warrior stating that if them take 5,000 for vote, that is $1,000 per year. Right? Them gladly take this $1,000 per week. Extra $1,000 per week. And them see it as gold because if you take $5,000 for 5 years, mighty God. Would have to go work out that per one calculator to see how much a day them take when them take $5,000 for them vote. $5,000. It's a dark day. When I tell you it's a dark day, believe. It's a dark day. True, me know the water at NWC not for sale. The manager at NWC at one point said that if they should bottle the water to push out and sell commercially, it is against their mandate. So what am I talking about? Him don't have the NWC water up in the office of the Prime Minister. But him come is all for a show. It's all about gimmicks. For come and drink some water. We see him do it already. Him did do it at one of them speeches as it relates to NWC. If it's not out by the Mason Hall speech where him did come out, come again, them run two look a pipe and by the time them gone, them lift up back the pipe them. Who remember that? Yes, me not trouble them proud of them $1,000. Me not trouble them and them 1 p.m. Them say at 1 p.m. answer. So I am not troubling them. Me not trouble them none at all. More than it's so sad to see that others will have to be facing the judgment under this administration. Mark Golin call it a toxic cocktail. The man did tell you about bitter medicine. But it's a toxic cocktail. Enough of them now doing journalism work, Norman. Enough of them not doing no journalism work. They might get for them money for push out whatever narrative the government push out. That's all. Just like you have a set of paid bloggers for them. It doesn't matter what the government says or does. They run with it like a good news. 67. You said the raise that the PM gives about 67 US cents to the minimum wage. My God. How much is $1? I see them I say 150 something for $1. 158 they're saying for $1. Bounce check. True. I love how you put it, HB love. HB says just another bounce check. Chelsea, big up yourself, sis. All the roll where I roll out, sis Chelsea. You know, sis say half of the things them are not in the estimate. Me that go through the estimates of expenditure for 2026, 2027. And all of the infrastructure sitting them where I roll out at about Nara. I go do some of them. Nara where him say him roll out. You know, say half of them stuff they do in the estimates of expenditure. So I wonder if them are going to continue to roll out the supplementary budget. I must say, the supplementary budget them there. We have to demand more from this government. We have to demand Jamaica deserves better. Jamaica deserves better. We cannot keep continuing allowing this government to come in the parliament and beat down decks and bringing forth the same plans that they have been bringing from around 2018, 2019. It can't work. Hear this.
Anchored by the further south, anchored by the Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium at Florence Hall, we will finally deliver on the promise this facility has always held. We will be developing the area into a world-class sports center for sports training, major events, and sports tourism. While building around it vibrant housing and a commercial nucleus that brings permanent economic life to this corridor. Madam Speaker, we have had several proposals come to use the Trelawney Stadium. But the government was never fully in a position because, Madam Speaker, to convert this into a sports tourism entity would require not just the facility. We would have to put in place infrastructure, water, proximity to working and resilient health facilities, proper housing, all the things that would be required to make such a facility work. So we were never in a position then to do it. But today, Madam Speaker, we are bringing all the infrastructure. We're bringing all the infrastructure together. So this can actually now become a center of economic activity in sports. Further south, anchored by the Trelawney Multipurpose.
As me say, he rolled out that 2018, him roll it out 2020, and him come back and roll out again for this fiscal year. And this is what opposition Senator Tomlinson are calling out pan. Timeline keeps changing. No ideas, bros. None. No ideas of his own, no legacy of his own. And if you think that is bad, I've been receiving some messages too from persons in certain areas. And we hear him did a boast about the roof grant where them give out. I am hearing now that a whole heap of them supporters are go from place to place in order to get the cash for those grants that they receive. Remember him saying him a go get more car. Him say him a go get more car for do probe Because when them get the grants, they must use it for that purpose. But then we hear say for them supporters, them a go round from place to place. When a liquor store, them a go from, them a go other business place in order to get the cash, instead of going to the designated hardwares to collect them supplies. What want to make of that? The man is running a criminal organization. And that is what their supporters support and loves. So, Anju, you need to send out mocha. Down at them parishes there where you give out those roof grants where you come in at the parliament a boast and a brag about. Like a year money you take out of your pocket and give them. Them a go from liquor store to other business place and them a try demand to get the cash. Remember you say the grant is to do what the grant's supposed to do and they must go to the designated hardware them for go get them supplies. So then, uno say una vet the program and uno say una go do verification and all of that before uno release these grants. So who truly I get them grants here? That means it's not the people them who truly need it I get the grants them. And then we know so we not go help everybody. But give the people them the grants who are truly in need of the grants. And not only give uno supporters. We are go around with them long belly. Them not no house to fix. Some of them not no house to begin with. That's why them a look money for the grants them where them get. And then we hear them talk about them now go can give out this resource basket here or whatever food them usually issue out. Them now go can't do that forever, so them a go come in with voucher system. And now looting a go on. And now it a go parties and now them a go get only for them supporters. And I see one councillor for them down the constituency where Zulika Jess is. We see one of them councillor ball out say the voucher system now go benefit the people them. Now go benefit the people them. So you need to send mocha. And then again, you can't talk about mocha. You not supposed to speak nothing about mocha out of your mouth. Because him still never come in our parliament come talk nothing about him uncertified statutory declaration. So can him really send mocha go probe? Go probe what? When you not send mocha upon yourself? Him not send mocha upon for himself, but him a go send mocha for go probe grants where I give out. To ensure that the people are use it for what it intended to do. We can't make this up. We cannot make this up. This is why the labor rights them don't find anything wrong with what he does. He's running a criminal organization. So everybody want for them piece out of the loot. Everybody want for them slice of cake or a slice of the pie. The man a govern the country only for the people them that supports him. Them say choose Jamaica after all. So what can I say about that part? And them say choose Jamaica. Big up yourself, Roderick. Come out and we're at about anti-bad man. Anytime you see them not have nothing of substance for come tell the people them, it always resorts to bad mind. Him need to come tell we When him go over the wailing wall, go do. Cause we see him with one small hat on him head at that point. When him go over the wailing wall it name, remind me sis Chelsea. Remember him left Jamaica go over one wailing wall, I think a wailing wall it name. What can go so? Suzette, big up yourself. What can go so? The man left all him way. And a whole heap of the things that he's doing is not leveling with the Jamaican people. Gone are the days when we'd have a prime minister, them we truly mean we good and mean we well. If them sign off on one piece of contract, we hear about it even before them sign off on it. Yes, Suzette, it's alive. Right? Fast forward to now. If him a leave the island, we know on the day of when him a leave. And then we are not sure what kind of mission him a go upon or what's the objective or what's the agenda of his travel. He was the same man with him bright and outer order self. I tell Portia Simpson, I say, she had traveled too much. You remember? Come tell we good up, honorable Mama P say she had traveled too much and to save back money in her country, she can use Skype. You remember when them usually have the whole video call on Skype and you could have do meeting on Skype and all of that. But every chance him get them take with taxpaying dollars, even when crisis is at hand. Look on the health sector. Look on the health sector and every chance them get them out of the island and them gone all about for our taxpaying dollars. Remember Anju Oldness not pay for nothing, you know? Anju Oldness move round with security. Anju Oldness get meals. Some of them him not pay for. Him not pay for much. Government vehicle. And we are pay for gas for the vehicle. And we have our taxpaying dollars I do that. So when we say we have to stand up and demand the things them of this current administration, we have to do that. See bros, you come back with it. I've been hearing this argument. I've been getting messages about this argument. See there? Is Inchman collect vouchers, line up a hardware, selling customers the vouchers. We need Mocha to investigate. Mocha! Which area is this, bros? Big up yourself, Denise, Francis. Let us know this area, bros. Because I've been getting these messages of recent. Him need for walk the walk and talk the talk. That is it, Suzette. The answer to all the unanswered question is bad mind. Come out in a hat. St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. Yup. St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. Him come out in a hat. I talk about anti-bad mind. And we see him in a hat. A very small hat. And gone a pray to wall. Gone a ball to wall and all. No, him can't tell where him go the wall go ball about. Or where him go pray about. Because him say I pray for Jamaica and him say him pray for Jamaica daily. Not my words. Those words came from his mouth. So I want to know where him go over the people him country go ball and pray about. And instead, that's true, Jermaine, and instead him roll out the funds and tackle the roof them for the schools over the badly affected areas or the parishes or the constituencies. Them a give people when I need the vouchers, them we are sell them. The roof grants and vouchers. I bear that a go on and the way. I wonder if me can find that video that when him come out strong about Mocha and the voucher. Jeez, you know, so me should have tried find that video there before me even start the live. I don't even sure if I'm gonna find it here, so but me have my catalog, you know. Cause certain things, and then some people don't like listen to him, but then we have to.
I really wanted to be.
My God, no, someone wanna not like listen to him. Myself here, but then we have to listen to him for counter some of the things them we must say because remember I'm wrap up the whole of him supporters them, you know. Them can't save. But I have that video, you know. But I forgot find it. Me say even if I come off of the live and I find a short video there, I'm gonna put it up on the channel. For hear how him come out strong about Mocha. Him come out strong. Blood of Jesus, me find it. See it, yeah? Hey! The man say, I'll be tasking. Asking what? Hold on, let me turn up this.
A sampling for fraud.
What a wicked man. I feel people them a sell the voucher.
In other words, we have to check. I will be asking Mocha to do a sampling for fraud in the recovery grants. In other words, we have to check that if you got a grant, that you actually use it for the purpose you got the grant for, and that you're not defrauding the government. Taking the grant, say you're going to do something with it, and you're going to do something else. That's not fair because somebody else who actually needed it could have gotten that grant. So I want to sound the warning clearly that if you get the grant, the portion of the grant that is directed at your roof, fix your roof. These are the kind of things that we will be checking on. Now, the way in which we are giving the grants now, it might not be so easy to do that because the grants are restricted as to where you can spend them and what you can spend them on. But people can still find their ways and we will be checking. We cannot be spending $10 billion. That's what we're spending, a lot of money. And we are not seeing the benefit of it in the roofs being restored. Spend it on restoring your roof. I got them to the front of the line.
Mark Golan even they challenge him for say we not seen a public education for advise or to show the people them how to, you know, build back these roof, whether they're using strap or the little iron thing where them can anchor down the roof. So I want him roll out more now because the people them find ways and means, yeah. Them finding ways and means. Them supporters them finding ways and means to sell these vouchers. So I could say if you go walk the walk and roll out Mocha, if you go investigate. It's big liar there. The mosquito fog, my God. Thank you, bros. Eh? Him friend did a sell the land them and him say a criminal entities a sell the land them down at Clifton. My gosh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Me I go fix up that video here and put it right as me finish the live. I make sure sending it to my phone. I have it here up on my iPad and I'm gonna send it over to my phone. I am so glad that I found this video. That him say. Him set of people them. I do the things them. And him come out and make it seem as if others. Him say a criminal entities did a sell the land over Clifton. So true, bros. Bros say him tell them how to beat the system. The man is nothing good, man. Nothing good. Over time, big up yourself. Every time. I was just speaking, so I touch a whole heap, almost upon the live for about an hour. But touch a whole heap a little aspect, of I was still speaking on some of the whole budget presentation from Anju. Me that seminar hear nothing about, him trying to help the farmers them. We didn't hear how him plan for navigate this warrior where going and the prices of oil and all of that. That's what we were speaking about earlier. And right now, me hear so the labor rights them I sell the grants them with them give out for roof. So we are talk about, the latter part here, so. Then he says, what concerns me is the appearance of Jamaica being run as a dictatorship. What the PM wants is what he gets. What about the ordinary, everyday Jamaicans? Very good questions. He might run it, man, like a dictator for shoot through. When him talk, no dog back. But he said it in the campaign. He said it. Him saying I need the opposition for hold him to account. For him supporters them will hold him. But then, basically I tell we say a film supporters them can't say right to him. But then them not say nothing to him. Them support the whole criminal organization. Them support the gimmickry in what he does. Nothing of substance him come bring forth to the people in this budget presentation. But then I've always been saying we can't sit down and wait on the opposition alone. We the people are more than the opposition. We the people are more than all of them that make up that 63 representative for the constituencies. We the people are more than them. So we if we come out, come demand from them. They are working for us. And it's full time we realize and understand that. We give them a job to do, and if they're not doing it to suit the majority of the people, if not all, then we collectively have a voice and we have to stand united to demand what we want. But as me say, them have a handful of people where them pay, them have a handful of people that whatever they do, they don't see anything wrong with it. And the moment you come and you speak out, they want to, it's like they come to shut you down and they don't want you to speak. So of course it is in a sense a type of dictatorship government. But we have to stand up. We need to stand up. Hold on. Why is this thing?
Developed by the Integrity Commission, the Leadership Code of Conduct, a document originally developed by the Integrity Commission and embodying the 7 principles of public life. Those principles are based on the values of integrity, accountability, and transparency. I think it's very important in Jamaica today that our leaders publicly demonstrate their commitment to those values so that the people can have trust and confidence in the leaders of the country. We have once again, by signing the Leadership Code of Conduct, demonstrated our commitment to the values of integrity, accountability, and transparency in how we operate as leaders, and we commit ourselves going forward to upholding those principles in how we operate and everything that we do. The Leadership Code of Conduct, a document originally developed by the Integrity Commission and embodying the 7 principles of public life. Those principles are based on the values of integrity, accountability, and transparency. I think it's very important in Jamaica today that our leaders publicly demonstrate their commitment to those values so that the people can have trust and confidence in the leaders of the country. We have once again, by signing the Leadership Code of Conduct, demonstrated our commitment to the values of integrity, accountability, and transparency in how we operate as leaders, and we commit ourselves going forward to upholding those principles in how we operate and everything that we do. The leadership.
So that is the opposition and all their members of parliament as well as senators who signed the Integrity Commission's Code of Conduct last year, October 2025, right after, let's say, a month after the general election. This current administration has not signed. Many years ago, they have not signed, and they still did not sign. They don't respect the Integrity Commission. They don't respect the anti-corruption agencies of our country. And we should have never continued with a government like this who does not respect every single one of them challenging the findings of the Integrity Commission. Them not respect no authority. So we should have never made a mistake in allowing them to come give it twopence for a vote. That's them in our parliament lying to us every single chance they get. Definitely, Denise. Many of us in the diaspora wants to return home, but some things must change and some things has to change. A whole heap of people link me from the diaspora. Say, ABR, you know, say, would I love to go home? They are resorting to going to other small islands. Quite a few of them actually went and bought their house in Barbados and other small island. Lot of them saying that they will not go home under this current administration headed by Anju Holness. Not at all. But we steady hear my talk about the diaspora for come home. And I challenge all of the labor rights supporters for go home and even them a chat to. I them him a chat to, sorry. I them him a chat to, so me challenge them for go on home. Anju need you for come down there. Go home. Him not talk about nobody else because at the end of the day, and them alone for hold him accountable himself. Them alone. Thank you, bros. Me go pin that comment there. Right? Go home, all of the labor rights supporters that are in the diaspora. Anju need you down there. You go home to Anju. On a 1 p.m. that is doing so fantastic in a phone eyes. You don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing. You go home, go on the yard. You are true Jamaicans. Overton. Overton said we don't want them down here. Overton, but them behave like a them alone are Jamaicans. So them not for go on down there to him. And him them are them him attack after all. Hmm? And them him a chat to him, not chat to we. Big up yourself, herself one day. Big up. Hmm? Them for stay. Eh? Them for go on down there to him, man. Go on down, they go face the judgment down there. Because enough of them you see attack and I go on. Enough of them run Ghana small island too. So now that they see, and them been see it from long time, what he is made up of. Nothing but a con and a liar. And not even them no want to stay there. You know see how much of them I try get away with one whole heap of narcotics. Them a go through airport, them a go through all sort of other ports. Hmm? Them want the fast cash. You know so much of them are left. I go other island, other countries. And I go collect the blood money and them I get wall and I get catch and I get bite. Hmm? Go on the yard. Anju no need you down there. Go home. Go home. I'll know him not come talk and say what the war I go do as it relates to remittance and all of that. Him coming out with him one whole heap of gimmicks. Come and tell the people them why you did not fulfill the 18,500. Because all you see him attack when put on $1,000, enough of them now got in on a job. Unemployment is down. Unemployment is down, but yet still. Come off of this. Run away from here, sir. Unemployment is down, but yet still him not tell you how much people not looking for work. Hundreds of thousands of people now look for work. Through Overton, a whole heap of people went down to vote, yep. A whole heap. Whole heap. Bless up yourself, sis Sandy. The man a total, the man is a total failure, man. Total failure. Sean Powell, big up yourself. Total failure. Nothing of substance. Nothing of substance in that 4-hour speech when him come give. Him say him achieve economic success, but then him a tell the people him say because economic pressure why him couldn't give the 18,500 minimum wage. So if you achieve economic success and him say crime down for 2 years and the economy a boom, you could have followed through upon your promise or your commitment. All of them achievement the way you say you achieve. Economic success and you achieve for bring down the crime rate. So that not should have supposed to boom the economy, and you're supposed to can't give the people them whatever increase in the minimum wage that you set out to give them. No man, we not give none of them no acknowledgement, my brother. Them not worth it. One argument me have for them. Not all labor rights are fools, but all fools are labor rights. Them not think. Remember say, them prefer eat than go to school, you know. And for them belly alone them think about. Them not know nothing about school. That's why the man no build one school. And the pitting them done, sir, no more than ever. Pitting them not learn nothing under this administration. Them take up a total failure and put her as the Minister of Education. You see how Crawford and Glory in the parliament. That's them take up warm him and put in a chairmanship seat. And him a talk about the man a touch him. Him say the man a touch him. How is it that we have a standing finance committee and we want to know the well-thinking people of a country? Want to know how we spend our money on this and that? And you go say the man a torture. You don't have time for that. The man a torture. What do you mean the man a torture? And she a roll out, was it 10 billion or 10 million a roll out for the pilot program? So the man a say, you not got to pilot. You don't know if the sit now work, yes or no, you got to pilot. Oh, we're doing it in all different schools. We're trying it in this school and so if it not working at this school, where the sense you got to try it over the other school if when you just do one pilot and done. You have all sort of pilot in every single budget. Every year, pilot. And when them are going to take off? And when them are going to fly? Because having all of these pilot, and you can't move off the plane. It don't make sense to me. The plane now move, the plane now go nowhere. So why we need so much pilot? 0.8% average economic growth over 10 consecutive years. Murder. Is a colossal, let us put it, man, colossal is a colossal failure from this Anju Onless-led administration. A total, complete failure. No proper explanation. The Minister of Education was a total failure. Now, she did not come from out of some JN organization. She may have some information here about her, you know, but I forgot to dig it up. You know how long me have them information they did for share it with, you know? Couple weeks ago, you know. Let me see if I can find it. She was a total failure over there in JN. She never had work with the JN group. She did work with the JN group. I have some information here about she. She don't know about the school bus them. She don't know. She have to ask the minister responsible for that. And you are the minister of education. You're not supposed to know about the school. Anything we have to do with the school them, she's supposed to know about it. Me say, I'm going to find it to say, I have some information here about she and where she come from. She was a total failure over there at JN. Just because I can't find it now, you know. See it here. It says that she was a project lead for development and launch of the JN Bank UK in 2020. And there was a major failure. Cannot find the rest of the information, you know. The launch was a major failure and she was the project lead. And them take up she and put she as the Minister of Education. What has she done so far as the Minister of Education for me to say, yeah? What has she done? So if this launch was she launched as a project lead for JNUK Bank in 2020 and it was a total failure, she now go fail the whole entire Ministry of Education. Anytime I find the rest of information about her, I will read it out. Dora not ready yet. Dora not good. Dora not ready yet and Dora not good. See there? JN Group sells assets to survive 7 years around core bank after costly UK bet. And Dora this. See the information here? And Dora that. Total complete failure as the lead project manager for JN. So what will she do for our education sector? Nothing. She Woo! Hey, myself, me love you one more time. Antonio says, Dora not exploring. She not explore. I wonder if we say she explore. You want to say she not explore. Me, I wonder if she explore because, well, piloting is exploration. Wanna make me know? Wanna make me know if piloting is exploration? But then again, you're right. I believe you because piloting, she not explore nowhere. She just a pilot. She not flying go nowhere. Oh God. No, sir. Mighty God. The last PNP administration grew the economy by 3.8% after they rescued the economy after Bruce Golding wrecked it and we were shut out of the international capital market thanks to Mama P. And they don't want to give Mama P the credit, you know, what she do, you know. I was still hear some little small-minded green goblin attack about, oh, out of the 18 years, the PNP did not grow the economy. How we fi take talk from them we're fully done. Them a read something? Them want to come say my goal in a tell lie say him give 80% time increase to charity. When the information is a Google away, you know, but then if them can't spell or read, how them a go Google it? And that's the thing, you know, big up baller. If them cannot spell or read, how them a go Google? So we wrong for true for challenge them for Google nothing because them not read and them can't spell. And if I call my little daughter now Bell, she can read and spell a whole heap of stuff. Sis Denise here, so I have a very important question for all of us. I want everybody to listen to the question and then on a job for the answer. Do you believe the JLP government is respected by any country in the world? I doubt it, you know. Because them a try claim friend with the US, and the US not really, hold nobody as friend. The US is all about them money. Big up yourself, sis Joan Bailey. See, the Overton say no, Denise. Me say them foolish Ebola. Sometimes I'm in a sense say even try if you in an argument with them, Cause yeah, it's like you go down one rabbit hole. It's like you go down one rabbit hole where you might not even find back your way for come out here. And that's why I tell you, so some of them cannot be saved. I just pray you have to pray for them people and move and leave them. Which other country in this whole wide world respect Jamaica under this administration? That is what I want to know. Them not respect them. Ignorant is not even the word, sis. Fully stupid and fully dunce. You cannot reason with... Boy, I mean, I know. And me usually saying a boy, all of them are not the same. But my brethren Bundy always I say, look here, Rose, you have to take that back. The whole of them are the same thing. I'ma prove that. From them time they till now, I'ma prove it. So the whole of them are the same thing. God bless the few of them. And when I say few, I mean few of them. We have little reasoning in them and then willing to admit. So, well, PNP did do this and it can be proven that PNP... The information is there, but as I say, majority of them cannot write, cannot read. I want to see the last general election last year where I showed a video. And this is not to mock anyone as it relates to them not knowing how to write or read, but I see the man I try mark one X. And me I tell you, say the rest of Labour rights supporters and them laugh off him to scorn. The man I write a X and it's like the man did a try if he make one pyramid. What hard enough to write one X? It's like the man did a try make one pyramid. Or I don't know if he did a try make one triangle, but it never have the bottom piece. So him have this part and him have that part here. And me I say, blood fire, them people here will sit down and make decide who govern our country. And them people will really sit down and make. Yo, I couldn't believe it. The man say man make one X. And the man go so and go so with the pencil. This he make. So I want to know how that go. All them the ballot they supposed to spoil. It cannot get any worse than that, sis Chelsea. It can't get any worse than that, Sashine. I may tell my little daughter, and I say, little girl, I alone me have. And sometimes the way I reason with her, me I feel wonder to myself sometimes if she understand. Because I reason with her deep, And I say, Bell, even if you're not doing the best in school, you're not there around me and you're not going to school to achieve. If I eat, you must can at least read. And my little daughter, 8 years old, and she has been reading from she 5 years old, she read. Even if she doesn't understand everything what she read, because even as old as we be, we will not understand everything that we read. But come on, man. No, sir. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All when she go school go on the bench, you must can come read and know how to write and spell your name. You can't make one X. No, sir. Mm-mm. It's really a battle for the mind. The man talk it. Him come out on many different occasions come talk it. So him a battle for their mind. Battling for their mind. How can you want to battle for people's mind? Who's you? But if the head of the stream is not clean, if the head of the stream is dirty, everything that flows will also be. My God. My phone, me go live with Bolo, so I never can take no call, because I have to put it on do not disturb. You see, once a call come in, the audio going to get disrupted. So my phone me go from. I should have go live from my iPad, so that I could have take calls, but I not take no call. It's sad. Because I really want to hear the feedback. But the people that my feedback in the comment section here. So even though it might be, long to type or whatsoever, but we can't make this up. Can't make this up at all. Hmm? So when we are send them, I tell them, so them to go research. We have to come do the research for them, and then all when you present the facts and it is there as evident in front of them. They cannot read, so if they can't read, if you say boy, a true your talk, defeat the whole purpose. But whatever them master said to them run with it and them believe and them buy it. And that a go on right now. Hmm? Roll out. Bowler, you not hear about it? The oversight body when roll out. More you answer before me tell you what the oversight body spell. Ebola? We can't make this up. The man roll out one oversight body. R-O-B. Hear what the R-O-B mean, no? Rebuild oversight body. Eh? This is a low trust government here. Hmm? Where mismanage with funds left, right, and center and cannot give an account. And we have the whole of them as thief. Put out an oversight body spelling the word R-O-B, Rob. Why? Eh? Rebuild oversight body. Anything the Prime Minister say that them believe. I just said it. One whole heap of oversight. See him come out now with aura. Aura. One road authority. So them plan to take over all of the roads them. And them say that I go roll out in the next 24 months. So the next 2 years. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, me I go send it to you. Gaddafi Thompson. I sat there for over an hour. Some clips and pieces me I get from sources, but I sat there and I listened for a little over an hour and trust and believe. Nothing of substance. Me did tell you before him come present, say him a come with the whole heap of tracing and gimmickry. That's what he came with. Not talk nothing about filling the gap as it relates to the whole Cuban deal we break off. Him not come and talk about nothing where I go affect the country as it relates to the war. Fully out of touch. Fully out of touch. Blessings, my sis. Karine, big up yourself. Much respect. Fully out of touch. But I will definitely send a video there to you, Bolo. I will. Him supporters, them a sell the roof grant where them get. But him did say him a go use Mocha for probe. To make sure say none of that can go on because $10 billion is a lot of money. That him say. He was so passionate about the $10 billion. Because them alone forget the big whack and them alone for teeth it. Denise is asking, who is looking out for the young people in Jamaica? What kind of future do they have to look forward to? I truly feel disheartened about the state of my country. Well, the manifesto where did roll out in, and I'm not being biased here. The manifesto where did roll out by the People's National Party catered to every single individual. From the babe, suckling, go right up to the disabled and the elders. I don't know what this administration, what kind of plan them have for the young people. I don't know. I am yet to hear that. But every chance Anju gets, he goes back into 20 years ago. Trying to create doubt in the young people in mind for say the PNP was this worst thing ever happened to Jamaica. But then he lived through the 90s under the PNP and him survive and navigate to the point where him say him go into politics with 47 million. See a man where did owe student loan and then they do and turn them wedding in a fish fry. I don't know. We have a few Cubans where live there, you know. We have a few Cubans. I'm not sure if like when they're on this contract if they can marry. I'm not sure about that. But a few Cuban Jamaicans there, man. We're married to Jamaicans. But families, me I run go up on the road, you know. So, me catch you in the next live or me catch you in the next video. Me catch you in the next video. So, thanks for the support each and every one. For everybody who came on the live, who interacted with the live. For everyone who is supporting the movement. Please to support the membership. Only a small fee per month to be a member of the platform. You get member shout out. You get a whole heap of perks in becoming a member. Members video, members live. Them good stuff there. Let me read this last comment here. Chelsea says the PNP plans were some of the most progressive social programs that I've seen in recent times. True. And not because I am a supporter of the People's National Party. And support her in the sense of the plans and policies that they put forward. They really made sense. Definitely so, my sis. But to stay safe, big up yourself, each and every one. Thanks again. My utmost respect to each and every one. Have a blessed weekend. And we'll talk again. Remember, the word is and will always be love. Solid and true, comrade. Big up again, Bolo. Remember, support all of the other social media warriors. We are putting in the work. We've been putting in the work. And as me say, YouTube now paid too much for people would have looked on it and say we are doing it because of money. We're not being paid by any PNP politician. We are not paid bloggers here. We do it for the love of our country and we do it for open up the eyes of the people. Because we see this kind of a government only use sweet words for manipulate the people and come in with lies. So we need true change. We need a government that will not fight against our anti-corruption body. We need a government who will definitely put plans and policies to benefit the people, not just a handful of them friends and cronies. We need a government who adheres to the laws of the land and not breaching and bypassing the procurement and spending our money loosely or wildly, and we're not getting benefit for it. We are tired of the sweetheart government and the nepotism, cronyism of this government. Almost 30 billion and a hospital cannot finish as yet. Could have built brand new hospitals. He said he cannot trust our opposition leader to grow the economy, but him trust Tuft and him trust Vaz and him trust all of the people them around him. But one love y'all people, stay tuned. Love you know. Big up.